This week's module was all about flipping the classroom. In this presentation, I'm going to be discussing the articles and videos for this week, as well as my reactions to them. The first article discussed how flipped classrooms are on the rise due to a technological movement and an ideological movement. The rise in good online courses is making students today question the value of higher education, because it's so much easier now to pursue an online education than it ever was before. Online learning is peer-assisted, collaborative, and cooperative, and also problem-based and active. More research still needs to be done, but all the research so far looks very promising. The second article we read talked about how flipped classrooms can be beneficial for all ages, even students who are in second grade. Transitioning into the flipped format slowly helps teachers to become better prepared, and helps them switch from a traditional format into a flipped format more easily. With the flipped format, more students have the potential to be reached in the classroom and worldwide, because online lessons can be seen across the globe. Even though the flipped model looks really promising so far, there are still many problems that need to be solved. The first video for this week talked about how flipping the classroom is improving student learning. A flipped classroom combines online education and active learning, and in order for it to work, students must be prepared to learn before going to class. This requires self-discipline and good study skills. Some of the negative aspects of the flipped classroom are pre-class study compliance, which means that teachers are still needing to figure out really engaging lesson plans, and technical and access issues. Not everybody has access to a computer, and internet issues are a big problem. Classes can be partially or soft flipped, or fully or hard flipped, and it's okay to start out slowly and only integrate a few flipped lessons in before going full on out. The last two videos talked about what a flipped classroom looks like and the flipped classroom model. The first of the last two featured Clintondale High School, which is the first U.S. high school to successfully do a full flip. After 3 years, their graduation rate rose 90% and their college acceptance rate rose to 80%. Flipped classrooms force teachers to face problems that would have otherwise been ignored in the traditional classroom model. The video also discussed how some teachers are better at the method than others, and a flipped classroom might not be best for all teachers. The last video talked about some of the benefits of the flipped classroom model, which are that students can learn at their own pace, it's more efficient than traditional models, students are more prepared to contribute in class, it enriches class time, and it allows for in-class collaboration. It also allows teachers to target struggling students, because the lecture has been done beforehand, so they can get a better idea who understands the material and who doesn't. One of the benefits for teachers for the flipped classroom model is that teachers don't have to be good at presenting to do it. There are many tools online that help teachers who aren't good at speaking to still make good lectures. The first article was a bit slow to read, but I appreciated how it discussed different learning styles and not just the model of flipped classrooms. I appreciated how the second article showed students' perspectives. It was refreshing to hear that not all students enjoy this learning style. I also really enjoyed how the first video gave advice for teachers looking to test a flipped class, because it's nice to learn about what the flipped class is, but it's a little bit daunting to do something different than what's been done for such a long time. The video about Clintondale High made me wonder how many schools are currently fully flipped today, and if it's so successful, why aren't more schools doing it? I also was sort of interested in the fact that in the last video, it presented a contrasting view. One of the videos said that you don't have to be good at presenting, and another said that the method might not be good for everyone. So I'm wondering how many people disagree with the flipped classroom model, and how many people genuinely really enjoy it, because it seems that the reactions are mostly positive, but it'd be interesting to hear about why people don't like it as well. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed learning about flipped classrooms as much as I did.